Hi guys, very good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
We developed JavaScript basics. We studied variables chapter. I hope you have done your assignments. Sanna,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, sir.
What are the remaining assignments, Prasanna? I told you to do 3 programs total, right?
Two of it we already did, no?
Other than that, other 3 programs were there which I asked you to do. So this one, and without using the letter var keyword, this one, which is not advisable. You should not do this anymore because in the latest version, this feature has been removed, right? And this one. Good work. So remaining students who are not done, please do it. All right, guys. So who are not completed? Prasanna,
Yeah, I'll do it.
Adarsh, Supriya, it to complete, right?
Sir, I have done actually. I just need to update that on that group.
Yeah, sure. You send it to me later. Okay. So now you are traveling or you are in front of the system now? So anyway, so now let's start from where we left off. Declaring a variable without var keyword or let keyword. Without using var and let keyword, we can declare a variable like this, which is possible. But this is something you should not do. Why you should not do this? It is not advisable anymore. Why we should not do this?
Maybe data will be overwrite.
Tell me. Nice.
The data will be overwrite. I think so.
Data will be override. Okay. What else? Any other answers?
The variable will be assigned globally.
Madam?
The variable will be assigned globally, sir.
Variable will be assigned global. That is true, but that is not the reason why we should not do this. Any other reason you could think of? I just told you just now. Maybe you are not listening. I think. So the reason is because
Sir, it
this,
will be considered as global variable.
yeah, that is true. It will be considered as global, but this future,
Is it
okay,
is it outdated?
yeah, it is outdated now. Okay, and it's not just
Oh,
outdated. See, there is something called in the technical. There's a technical word. It's called as deprecated. Okay, deprecated. You know what do you mean by deprecated? Hello. So deprecated means that they'll stop developing it. They'll start developing in the further version. And eventually, let's assume version 5. They'll announce that they'll start developing it. Version 6, version 7, version 8, some versions came out. Now, some version, they completely remove this off. This feature itself is gone. All right. So, in the latest version, declaring the variable without using either var keyword or let keyword, without using any of this keyword or const keyword. If you creating a variable without any of those keyword, that feature has been completely removed. It is removed. Okay, it's no longer exist. So just to be on the safer side, please don't create a variable like this, even though it is possible because of the backward compatibility. One second. Okay. So now coming back to this. So this is another reason. but my notes is not updated. And another latest reason is all right. So what is the Sigma script? Can you tell me? Hello? What is the Sigma script?
JavaScript only, right?
Yeah, it's JavaScript. What does it
Yeah,
stands
all
for?
the JavaScript.
It's a the name of JavaScript.
European Computer Manufacturers Associations. Okay.
Okay.
Yesterday's class, we learned variables in JS are dynamically typed. That means based on the value we assign, the data type of the variable becomes of that type. Okay. Clear? So, next chapter, identifiers. So, what is an identifier? So, if I say, if I want to identify you, what I should do? Tell me. Hello? In this
Can say
batch,
that.
we
Name.
have 5 people. I will use your name, right? I'll
Yeah.
use your name to identify you. Okay. So, in programming language, there are things which we want to identify. What are the things? We want to identify. We want to identify what? Variables. Variables. What else? In future, we will study something called functions, classes. If you're going to use TypeScript in future, there will be something called interfaces. Okay. So like this, we'll have to give a name to it, right? We'll have to give a name to it, isn't it? Hello? The name. So
Yes.
the name which we give to them collectively for all of them is called as identifiers. Identifiers. Sorry for my writing. Identifiers. So, what are the rules that we need to follow to give a name? First rule is that it can contain alphabet, either small or capital. Alphabet, digit 0 to 9. Okay. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Underscore
Yes.
and dollar. Nothing else. So if you create a variable or a function with a name, let's say num underscore or underscore num or num dollar is all perfect. But if you say num hash, this will be wrong because hash is not part of the identifier rule. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Shall we study second rule? It can contain a digit,
Yes.
but it cannot start with a digit. So you can say num1, but you cannot say first num. This is wrong. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
shall we move forward and study third rule? An identifier can be of any length. So you can create a variable whose name is any length. There's no fixed thing as such. Next time when you're going to use this variable, again we'll have to write the entire thing. Just be aware of that. Clear? So third rule. Shall we study about
Yes.
the third rule? An identifier cannot be a Wizard keyword. It cannot be a wizard keyword. So far, you already came across few reserved keywords, right? What are the reserved keywords you came across till now with the programs that you have written? Where? Right? Hello?
Let.
Const.
Let. Const. In future, you come across keyword like function, okay, class, etc. So it cannot be a reserved keyword. So we cannot create a variable let with the name let or with the name where. Not possible. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So another rule is that in JavaScript is a case sensitive language. So if you create a variable capital X and another variable small x, these are two different variables. Got it? So there's a capital X equal to, you said 10, small x equal to 20. Now console.log, if you print small x as well as capital X, you'll get two different values. Is it clear? Can you just do this program and share the screenshot? What's the program? Let capital X equal to 10, let small x equal to 20, console.log x comma x. Do this and share the screenshot. You can give any file name. You can give it the name as like identifiers.js if you want. Women students, Anirudh shared. Supriya, Prasanna, Mugdesh, Adarsh, do it quickly. Let's have some interactivity in the class.
Hello, sir.
You're attending from phone.
Yes, sir. So I will upload all this once I'll reach home.
No issue. But do remember that all of you, I will keep a list of everyone and what assignments they have done it or not. Okay, guys? So there's no escape from submitting the assignments, whether you do it in the class or you do it later. Desh, you always share the output, man. I'll be interested in the code, right?
Okay, sir. Okay. I will share you.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move forward. So the notes I have given right here. So you have to complete this notes. Make sure that you write the handwritten notes. See, you are an adult. I cannot force you to do things. In fact, even for my children, I don't force. I only inspire. Okay. But I'll ask you one question. Do you know why you should do the notes? I think I have covered this topic already. Why you should do your own notes, handwritten notes? Hello? You have the answer? Do you know why you should do your own notes? Others? Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, we can memorize it like and
Mhm.
it will be practiced.
Okay, Mukesh? Prasanna? Any idea why we should do the notes?
Yeah, you have told that accelerating learning.
Yeah, exactly. Remember? So if you maintain your own notes,
Yeah.
your brain feels
Yeah.
happy and it will remember things better. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the notes is written by your brain, not by your hand. Hand is only the tool. Okay?
Yes.
Fine. So we learned the rules of identifiers. Let's quickly jump into data types. So there are total 9 data types are there in JavaScript. How many data types are there? Hello?
Nine.
Nine
9.
data types.
9 data types. First, the classification of data type. We have 2 types of data type. One, primitive. Primitive data type. Okay. Then we have user defined. User defined data type. And somewhere between A and B, there is one hybrid data type. Hybrid data type. This was introduced, quite recently. First, one assignment question to you is, in many languages, you might come across something called primitive data type, right? Hello? What is primitive data type
Yes, sir.
and what is user defined data? This will be your assignment question. What is the assignment question? What is
Primitive data type.
primitive
Primitive
data type?
data type and user defined it.
What is user defined data type
User
and what is the difference? How they are different? What is the difference? Okay. So remember, I am very, very serious about assignments. When it's come to assignments, I want students to put effort to do the assignments. With the provided time, I'll give the assignments which you can actually complete. I'll not give you impossible assignments. All right, guys. Hello.
Yes, sir.
But now let's go with what are the primitive data types are there in JavaScript. We learned that there are total 9 data types. So let's list one by one. First, let's list the number. List the primitive data type. We have number. See, one best thing about JavaScript is that to represent the number, what are the numbers you are aware of? We have integer numbers, right? Examples 10, 20, 30. And then what we have? Floating point numbers, right? Decimal numbers and floating point numbers, what we call it, I think, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
You take the language like Java. You take the language like Java. Just to represent the decimal numbers, there are data type called byte, short, int, long. Then for representing floating point numbers, sorry, this is not called as decimal number, they are called as integer numbers. Just to represent integer numbers, these data types are there. Then to represent the floating point numbers, float and double. Total how many data types are there in Java to represent the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many? Hello?
6 are there.
6.
6 data
Six.
types are there. Okay. So at least Java people are better. You know, C# how many data types it is having? C#. I have to tell you one fun story about the C#. People who worked in Sun Microsystem to develop the language called Java were hired by Microsoft to create another equivalent language, and they created C#. So I think torture they were given to developers was not enough. So they went to C# and created even bigger complex language. So if there are 6, I think maybe around 16 data types are there in C#. So they have, for byte, they have byte and S byte, unsigned byte, U byte, U short, U int, U long, U float, U double, signed and unsigned numbers. So 6 become 12 already, and few more like that. Got it? Hello?
Yes,
So
sir.
JavaScript people, what they wanted to do is, just to give a simple understanding, in the car, what are the types of gear system we have? Hello?
Automatic and
You
manual.
guys record? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the manual, right? Some car do have the 6 gear also. Automatic cars will have just, forward or reverse, right? But do they have this gear system or not? Yes, it is there, but that is taken care, right? You don't need to worry. So JavaScript language will have different internal way to represent small numbers, big numbers, different types of numbers. But for the developers, they wanted to keep it very simple. This is why this language has won the market. Got it? Or winning the market. It has won and it's winning. Just one data type. Got it? Is it clear? Hello? Floating point
Yes.
number, decimal numbers, what is that? Integer numbers, decimal number, octal number, binary number, hexadecimal number, any type of number, binary numbers, any types of number can be stored using just one data type called number. But in years 2020, I think, maybe I am wrong, they introduced one more data type to represent the number, that is called as big int. Okay, which we mostly don't use at all. We mostly 99% we don't use it at all. Okay, maybe in 1% of the application we use it, which is basically, you heard of cryptocurrency?
Yes.
Cryptocurrency, you heard of it, right? Can you give me some examples for cryptocurrency?
Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, few cryptocurrencies are. These kind of application involve this kind of thing requires a facility to represent a very big number. Very big number. In order to accommodate that, in the latest version, since there was a rise for applications developed using this, so they introduced one more data type called big int. So which we mostly don't use. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
All of you following?
Yes, sir.
So far concepts are clear. So what are the two data types we studied? Primitive data types. We have
Number and begin.
number, begin. Third one,
Yes.
string. There's a data type called string. Fourth, to represent the string, of course. Fourth data type is called as Boolean. Okay. What is the fourth data type is called as Boolean. This is used for representing true or false value. Fifth data type is basically Boolean. We have symbol, object, function, symbol of the function, null, undefined. Okay. In this, undefined comes to this one, primitive data type. Undefined. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
And undefined is used for represent the nothingness in a variable. So the user defined data type. User defined data types are function and object. Is it clear? Function and object. Now there is a data type. So symbol also comes into this. I'm not sure. We'll verify that whether it falls into primitive or not, symbol. But the hybrid data type is basically is the null. The reason is because null is also considered as primitive data type and it's also considered as user defined data type. Is it clear? No?
Yes.
So if you try to do the type of null, we'll get the output as it belongs to object because it's a subset of object. Okay, so just be aware of this. So there are total 9 data types we studied. This is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So what are the data types we have here? Number, begin, string, boolean, undefined,
Undefined.
and null. And there's a data type called symbol. User defined data type is being function and object. So far concepts are clear? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So there are 6 primitive data types.
Yes.
String, number, begin, boolean, undefined, and symbol. Yeah, symbol is falls into this one. Null is a special data type. We can call it as a hybrid data type. And there are 2 non-primitive data types or user-defined data type. What are they? Object and function. Okay. So we're going to study all of them one by one in detail. So yesterday up to what topic I told you that I will cover? Up to string I told you or up to the number? Hello? Guys?
3 you said, I guess. Identifier, JavaScript, and string.
So string only.
String. Okay.
String.
So let's complete string then. String data type. See, if you come from a language like Java, C, C++, then you will create a string using double quote. Okay. So what is used in Java language to represent a string? In Java kind of language? Let's say you will say string str equal to felight. Okay. Suppose if you come from a language like Python, you will create a string using single quote. But double quote is not allowed in Python. Okay, double quote is not allowed. Only single quote is allowed. So as you remember, I told you JavaScript is the best of many languages. So what they have done? What they have done? They incorporated both. You can create string like in Java, double quote. You can also create a string using single quote. Both are perfectly all. Okay, hello. Both are allowed.
Yes.
Both are accommodated. So they wanted to accommodate the best of both. So they just, followed both of these. But question is, which one is best? Guys, should we use the single quote or should we use the double quote? What do you think is best? Since both are allowed.
Double quote.
Now this double quote, okay. Any reason for being double quote?
Like if we want to put in a sentence and we want to use single quote, then how we will use, na? That's why.
Can
Maybe.
use sentence equal to as a I love felight. So this is a sentence.
Like
Right?
apostrophe.
So that problem will be there for a double quote also. Right? Suppose if I want to have one apostrophe and here I want to have one single quote, the problem is there for both. But the answer that you should seek is that since both are allowed, if I tell you, let's say single quote is best, or if I tell you double quote is best, but how do you know in absence of me? Let's say in future you are working in a company and there's a situation where you have to make a choice. How do you decide? There's a question. So if you don't know the answer, you can tell you don't know so that I can teach you. Or if you can guess some answers, you can guess. But keeping quiet, shows that you're not
We
interested.
don't know, sir.
Don't know, sir.
Okay. So that leads to an interesting concept called as coding conventions. Coding conventions. All right. So it's a very prolonged, there is people who have created prolonged document. The coding convention says, after creating the variable, should I leave a space like this, or should I not give the space? You getting my point here? Hello? From one block to another block, how I should give the spacing. Suppose if I create one variable, let's say employee address. Should I write like this? Or should I like this? Or like this? You getting my point here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Or like this? All of them are valid identifiers, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
They are not violating any identifiers rule. As far as you can see, everything is maintaining the valid identifiers rule. Isn't it? Hello? Guys?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
this will be assignment to you to go and search for coding conventions to name variables in JavaScript. This will be your assignment. Out of this, you should tell me which one is right. One thing you remember, all of them are right. You will not get any error at all, right? But which one you should follow by coding convention? That you should tell me tomorrow. Okay? Shall I just leave this to you, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I
Yes,
will
sir.
set this as a screenshot to your fine. Now coming back to strings chapter. To give you an, you have to tell me the variables coding convention. For string, we use single quote. Okay, we always use single quote. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
So like this, some coding conventions you will be learning in future in different places. Once you created a string, if you access dot length property, it will give the length of that string. So the length includes space also. All right. So Vinay Vaisala dot length will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 as the output. Is it clear? Hello? So can you
Yes, sir.
do this program? Do this program.